Dow was up 400 points. Let's see what's up on the floor. Jonathan, thanks for joining me. I love the enthusiasm, but I'm curious as to why we're up so many points right now.
Yeah, I think the overall sentiment, and we continue to talk about this same topic every Tuesday, is about trade. So the last few weeks we've been talking about the pressure that it's been putting on the markets, and today it's the reverse. We're hearing from both sides that negotiations and discussions is something that's going to happen in a very short period of time, and both sides are voicing the same message that they're hoping to get something done and at least be a little bit more transparent as to where this is going. In the past, we've had two separate stories. The headlines coming out today are quite similar headlines, both from the U.S. and China.
And how about Fed-related? Looks like it's 90% chance that the Fed will cut rates by their August meeting. Is that a good thing?
I think it is, right? The Fed has always said that they're going to remain data dependent. If you isolate the market and just look at the market activity that we've seen over the last quarter, clearly we've had a lot of pressure on our markets, and I think the Fed can use that as an excuse to cut some rates at this time. If you strip that away and start looking at some of our other economic data that's out there, which does support that our economy has grown, has gotten stronger, and has stabilized, you can take that side of it and say, well, wait a second, we don't need to cut rates. But I think right now at this point, the Fed's probably smartest move would be to do a rate cut just to kind of see how our market's going to react to it.
And if that's the case, why on earth would we ever want to buy consumer-related stocks or housing stocks?
It's such a tough sector right now to look at just because the uncertainty as to how many things are going to play out, interest rates and tariffs. I was talking to someone in that line of business there, and they said that for their company, which is a publicly traded company, that they'll be able to sustain this impact of tariffs for quite some time. But after a while, if it continues, they're going to have to trickle that down to the consumer, and I think that's where it really is going to be an issue.
And we can relate that with regulation with the tech industry. I was looking at Microsoft and the impact it had on the NASDAQ after their antitrust rules. Is it a different time that won't have such an immense impact?
No, I think it will have that type of impact. The international laws that are going to or have the potential to really affect these technology companies will all have tremendous ripple effects that I think we will feel all the way down to the investor.
Tech fought the law and the law won. Well, not yet, but we'll monitor that, Jonathan. Thank you so much for joining me on the floor.
Good. Thank you for your time.